As I'm sure you've realized with the rather lengthy amount of time since the last episode, yeah, I actually wound up having to put the game down for a little while after last episode ended. I really was genuinely that annoyed. But anyways, we're back. We've got 10 more chances. So welcome back, my friends, to another episode of the Terraria Let's Play, episode 20, the big 2-0, and it's big in other ways as well, in that today is going to be the day where hopefully we defeat the Wall of Flesh in Legendary mode. In an Underworld where, like, the center third is entirely lava. This, my friends, promises to be an interesting one. So without further ado, 10 chances at the ice skates. 1. And there we are. That's all we needed. Just one more crate. Are you kidding me? Alright, let's go and open the rest up. Let's see what we get. A massive thank you, of course, for all of your lovely support throughout this series, and indeed, especially for all of your patience. I really do appreciate it a lot, my friends. My goodness me, look at the amount of frozen, icy-related weapons we have now. This is ridiculous. So finally, my friends, finally, we can get ourselves the Terra Spark boots. It's about bleeding time. Starting off with the Frost Spark boots, we combine that with the Lava Waders. And there they are, the Terra Spark boots. Goes without saying, we're going to see if we can't get ourselves a bit of warding on them. There we are, jagged. Nope. Warding or bust here, my friends. The biggest reason I wanted to get these Terra Spark boots is because then it stops me keeping on forgetting about, you know, taking down water walking potions down to the Underworld here. So, yeah, that's the reason. I know, sounds like a dumb reason, doesn't it? But, you know, my memory's not exactly great. Now, if I may, while I'm doing all this uncrafting and recrafting of the Terra Spark boots, my goodness me, it literally just came to an end right there. It gives me an opportunity to remind you folks that if you are enjoying this series and you want to continue seeing more episodes of it, I would really appreciate it if you'd consider dropping a like. So there we go. Warding, Blue Horseshoe Balloon, warding, Terra Spark boots. We've got warding on both the Obsidian Shield and Flying Carpet, warding, Shield of Cthulhu, armored, Brain of Confusion, and the warding Stinger necklace. Unfortunately, of course, we can't do the whole uncrafting and recrafting pre-reforge thing with the Brain of Confusion. What's our money supply looking like? I mean, given that we've opened quite a lot of crates, and we did all of that Shadow Chest raiding in the last couple of episodes. Yeah. Turns out we have quite a lot. Right, before we do anything, though, let's check out the quest. Scorpio Fish. Pretty sure we've already got that. Yes, we do. So there we go. Some more fishing-related potions. Now, though, my friends, it is time for a whopping 201 total fishing crate unboxing. That is a dumb amount of crates. A simply dumb amount of crates. So, let's just go ahead and spam these open. I'm going to maybe go down to 100, then do a little bit of quick stacking away. So, time for the next 50 wood crates. There we go. Goodness me. It is genuinely staggering just how many accessories we have access to. Look at all these different aglets. With those aglets, of course, and this is going to physically cause me pain to say, but Terra Spark boots for the other 2 class loadouts here might actually be a good idea. Oh, man. Trying to farm out the materials to get all those, though. Oh, I mean, the most painful part is going to be the RNG of the frozen crates, right? But then again, I think we might also need to get ourselves multiple more water walking boots, right? Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to do that anytime soon. Let's get back to our crate unboxings here. The final batch of 50. There we are. And now for the 51 iron crates. Let's see what we get? We got ourselves a beguiling leer, or liar. Liar. Yeah, I think that's what it is, liar. The falcon blade. Now, this is interesting. I don't recall this being a thing. Rapid attacks deal more damage. Huh. Okay. Well, anyways, let's go ahead and open up the rest of these bad boys. Lots and lots going on. We got ourselves a ginger beard. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the golden crate, of which we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, look at that. We got ourselves an enchanted sword. I mean, I'm pretty sure we've already got that. So, what's our money situation looking like now? My goodness me. Incredibly good is how our money situation is looking. Right, I know it's only going to be one additional bit of defense, but I would still very much like to have it. So, we're looking for warding. If you dare rob all of my money away from me, I'm going to be so upset. Okay, you didn't. Good. Now then, as I'm sure you've probably figured out, the Wall of Flesh battle will be reserved for the end of today's episode. There's a couple of things I want to do before I wrap up pre-hard mode here. Chief among which is trying to find the jungle temple and making what I'm going to be calling a multi-function jungle facility, in that we're going to make it at the jungle temple entrance, and it's basically going to be a Plantera arena. That's what it's going to be. And underneath the Plantera arena will be a bunch of Plantera bulb growing areas. Now, unfortunately, we haven't come across the jungle temple entrance just yet, so we're going to have to explore the jungle a whole bunch until we find it, and then, yeah, from there, we can make ourselves the jungle facility. And then, of course, the only other thing I want to get done is an Underworld pylon build right down here, so we have immediate access to what I think is going to be, like, the most perfect area to take down the Wall of Flesh at. I mean, just look at it. It's literally all lava. Fire imps can't spawn on lava, can they? So, yeah. This could be the easiest legendary Wall of Flesh takedown in history. I don't know yet, though. I haven't tried it, so maybe I shouldn't say that and get too ahead of myself. Wait, hang on a minute. Didn't we capture ourselves a whole bunch of bloom pufferfish? Could we not therefore make ourselves the bundle of horseshoe balloons now? We really are going for the ultimate pre-hard mode legendary loadout here, aren't we, my friends? I really don't think there's too much more I want to do to this, aside from get myself the bundle of horseshoe balloons. So the blue horseshoe balloon is the one we've already got. That is the one that uses the regular cloud in a bottle. Here we are with the blizzard in a bottle. The balloon pufferfish can be shimmered to become a regular shiny red balloon. And where are my other ones? Yeah, here we go. So there's another one here. Do we have a sandstorm in a bottle by any chance? Oh, no. We don't. Oh, no. You're about to tell me that I need to do some fishing again, huh? So there we are. There is the second out of the 3 inner balloon accessories we need. Oh, no. I don't want to crayfish, but I'm going to have to, aren't I? Oh, boy, what fun times we have coming up. Even more fishing. All right. Come on, then. Crates. And only crates. Nice. Okay, it's a conch, though. Wait, what? I've just checked out the wiki entry for the Oasis crate, and more specifically, the drop chance of a sandstorm in a bottle from a crate. 1 in 35? Are you insane? I'm not fishing for a 1 in 35 chance of getting a sandstorm in a bottle from an Oasis crate. Who the hell would? That is an insultingly low drop chance. It should be the same drop chance as all the other top tier unique items you get from the Oasis crate. You know, the scarab fishing rod, storm spear, bass statue, all that kind of stuff. It should be up there with the same drop chance as all of those. Not 1 in 35. So then, I'll keep going until this batch of fishing-related potions has run out, because there is no way in hell I am fishing until I get a sandstorm in a bottle The other way I could try and grab one, of course, is via generating a bunch of worlds and hoping that there are desert temples. But even that, you're slightly relying on random chance because, yeah, pyramids don't always spawn in your world, do they? I mean, hey, if you're not going to make the drop chance for the sandstorm in a bottle in line with all of the other unique drops you can get from the Oasis crate, at least add a chance for there to be the Pharaoh's outfit in there, right? Because then you can shimmer the Pharaoh's mask to become the sandstorm in a bottle at the very least. When I think about it as well, the bundle of horseshoe balloons, I mean, that's gonna quickly be replaced by our first set of wings when it comes to us being in hard mode, right? Wow, those eyeballs had a very bad night just then. A double kill via a fallen star. Sheesh. Anyway, that's all I care to do of that. I am not fishing for a 1 in 35 chance to get what I want. No way. Hey, look at this. I actually got another pink pearl from the oysters I just opened. Hey. All right, opening up the crates. Nothing too interesting. Just had an idea as to how we can quickly find ourselves the jungle temple. What say we reunite with our dig toys here? We set the dig toys to dig down from various locations in the jungle that we have explored, and then we just sort of hope that it bumps into the jungle temple. I've just realized another usage for our multi-function underground jungle facility, by the way. Underground jungle fishing. Right? I mean, we might as well have everything we need in one place, right? Real quick, though, another fishing quest. We've got the Eater of Plankton. And with 4 of those bad boys caught, what are we going to get? Boom. Dude, why am I not getting any, like, more interesting drops? I've only ever had 1 fishing accessory so far. Am I being, like, criminally unlucky with the fishing in this game? Certainly feels like it, doesn't it? I feel like by now I should have had, like, several fishing-related accessories. Alrighty, come on then, dig toys. Let's get you placed down. Let's get you digging down. Oh, good lord. The dig toys is releasing death upon me, as it turns out. Look at all these little bee dudes. Now, that is what I call a gigantic honey fall. Oh my word. Alrighty, my friends, it is possible that we are now too far outside of the jungle biome for dig toys to reveal the jungle temple. Oh, look at that. What it has revealed is a spider biome. Hey there, random skeleton merchant. What you got for me? The artisan loaf? Did we not already purchase and consume that? I'll be honest, I can't remember. I mean, I ate it. I don't know if they made it to where you can't consume another one if you've already consumed one. Anyway, never mind. Let's continue on. I've left my dig toys to continue digging, and yeah, for now, we can just sort of continue exploring ourselves. Hopefully, we'll be able to locate the jungle temple entrance sooner rather than later. Oh, snap, there it is. Literally a 5-second cut later. We have ourselves the jungle temple. It is here. Now, we have the task of trying to locate the entrance. It's either going to be at the top left or top right-hand corner. Very interesting that the jungle temple is green. Can't say I've seen that before. That must be a Drunk World seed feature. Or maybe this seed combo. Maybe it's a feature for that. Hey! Oh! Hello there, bomb. Yeah, here we are, my friends. The jungle temple entrance has been located. So now we have the task of trying to dig out like a perimeter box, and then we dig out the box inside. And then, yeah, once all of it has been dug out, we can get ourselves some NPC houses, maybe get the jungle pylon set down, so we've got easy access to this place. And then, hey, what the? You know, sometimes I should just shut up and get on with what I'm supposed to be doing. Had I done that, I might have been able to concentrate on the gameplay and the fact that I was getting absolutely hounded to death. Thankfully, getting back down to that jungle temple entrance should be as simple as me setting my dig toys to dig a shaft all the way down to it. So this is where we need to go. If we just sort of go roughly directly up, I'm going to say when we get to this little shrine here, we set our dig toys to go. Come on then, diggy toys. Down you go there, buddy. I guess while he's doing that, we could potentially make a start on our Underworld pylon house. I mean, it's not like we don't have ourselves quite literally thousands of Underworld-related blocks to use, right? Look at it, 1,800 Hellstone bricks. That is insane. So then, my friends, starting off with a Hellstone brick base. Oh, look at this. Crimtane furniture. Okay, I'm kind of down with it. In other news, we got ourselves a nice basic shaped house. We don't need to go for anything too crazy. Where on earth are the chairs? There they are, Crimtane chairs. One right there. We'll have ourselves one right there. We'll have ourselves a Crimtane lamp. Oh, looking very, very ominous, isn't it? Crimtane candelabra. Oh, all right, and then we got ourselves some Crimtane lanterns. Sweet. Right, all we got to do is get ourselves some background walls in here, nice and easy like. And then, of course, some NPCs. Who is left inside of our hotel? We got the painter and the zoologist. Alrighty, nighttime is here. So, there we are. We have ourselves the NPC spawned in. And I actually decided to remove sort of the main entrance doors for very, very good reason, my friends. In that I don't want these guys to die. So, yeah. Underworld pylon. There it is. We've got it purchased. All I need to do now is get myself back to base, make a couple of trap doors. There we are. Trapdoor sorted out so we can still access this place in case we want to buy painting resources or whatever it is the zoologist happens to be selling. With that done, it's time to turn our attention back to the underground jungle facility. Alrighty, down we go. Hoping that there were no interruptions for my good old dig toys. Alright, so far, so good, it would seem. And, really? A tree got in the way. The good news is, we aren't actually that far away from the jungle temple entrance. You never ever get a moment's peace in the jungle, do you? Ugh. There we are. Shaft finished. Now we have the big job of trying to dig ourselves out a whopping great room. Alrighty, our little jungle houses have been set up. Who still remains in the NPC hotel? There can't be many more dudes left now, right? Yeah, the nurse and the stylist, and then a couple of slimes. Alright, nurse and the stylist. Missing a chair. Oh, yeah, right. I should probably do that, huh? So in terms of my plan, you can see that I've already begun on sort of the bottom section of this jungle facility. This little NPC pylon hotel thing here is just part of what is eventually going to be the wall. And actually, that reminds me, we need to get rid of those bits. And then, yeah, we need to start forming our box. Ah. Right. Hey, we finally got a compass, my friends. I can't believe it. Episode 20, and it's now we get a compass. Only now. I feel like it's one of those things that normally I get within, like, the first few Terraria days, but, not this time round. Well, that's the box dug out, finally. But of course, we're not done yet. We've still got a bunch of background walls to get rid of. We've got a bunch of buff stations and platforms to place down. Real quick, let's get ourselves the jungle pylon bought and placed down, finally. And there we are. Yet another pylon added to our pylon network. We now have 5 of them. Not bad going, huh? Alright, my friends, another big step comes to a close. The background walls are now gone. Amazing. What are we thinking about adding a second platform beneath this one? I think that'd be a good idea. A thought occurs. We have ourselves an insanely wide lake here, right? What are the chances we could fish in this and not have a chance of any junk being caught? Shall we have ourselves a bit of a look? If it says minus fishing power on this line, it means that this lake is not big enough. But as you can see, it doesn't decrease. Hey! Looks like we don't have to make ourselves a dedicated fishing area. We accidentally already have one. Just a quick intermission for a couple of odd jobs. Number one, let's finally make ourselves the GPS, which is the penultimate combo accessory needed for the PDA. There's only 2 more fishing-related accessories we need, and then, yeah, we're good. Can we squeeze in handing in another fishing quest here? Catfish. Do we already have the catfish? No. Good thing we made this build in the last episode then, isn't it? Ah, what's the matter, zombie? Can you not get to me? What a shame. With just over a minute to spare until the next day rolls round, we've got this thing handed in. Go on, then. One more fishing quest, even still. Eater of Plankton. I know for a fact we have that. We've already had that quest in today's episode. There we are. More just generic nonsense. Where are the fishing-related accessories? One little set of buffs on the left. And another little set of buffs on the right. And then when it comes to the slightly higher end buffs, things like the war table and the bewitching table, we'll go ahead and grab those and add those to this arena when the time comes. For now, though, I think I'm pretty happy in saying that the jungle facility is now done. So then, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. The Wall of Flesh in legendary mode. Do we think we could take it down first time? If we do, that would be incredible. This is definitely going to be one of those times where a red potion might actually help us quite nicely. In addition to all of the various buffs you see here. Not including the red potion, we have 17 different buffs. 18 with the red, and then 19 with the, you know, massively improved stats with the major improvements towards stats. Come on. We've got to be, like, basically invulnerable once we've got all this stuff on, right? Let's make sure we've got all of our various passive buffs on as well. And that includes the bewitching buff, which we apparently left down here. And we've also got the sharpening station. It comes with armor penetration. Oh, snap. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I really do genuinely believe we are ready for this. Before I let my heart rate go too crazy, I think we just need to kind of do this thing. Let's start off with the buffs, then the red potion. Oh, snap. Then it's going to be a little bit of this, a little bit of this. 1, 2, 3 summons. And we'll put this down as well just for a tiny bit of additional damage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the... Wait, what the hell? What do I get? I don't want Featherfall. That's awful. No Featherfall. Thank you. Okay, here we go. This is the Wall of Flesh in legendary mode. Do we think we could do this? Woo, baby! I do not know. 28,000 health is the amount we need to try and take down. There's a lot going on here, isn't there? A lot. I mean, do we want to just kind of go at these regular dudes with a knife's edge? Oh, yeah. Actually, this might be the way to go. Let's get up in close quarters here. No sign of any imps. Hey, my friends. No sign of any imps. Very, very good stuff. Got quite a lot of dudes trying to roll up on us again here. So, again, going with the Knight's Edge. Take down these close range guys. 8,000. Okay, back to the Fury. Could we have this? Now is where things are going to start getting interesting, though, because the fire dudes are starting to spawn in. That's not okay, actually. Another health potion required. Uh-oh. Something is doing a lot of damage to us here. Oh, snap. No, the fireballs, the fire imps. Oh, my God. We are literally like one shot here. But so is the wall of flesh. Ah! That, ladies and gentlemen, I attribute entirely to Digtoys. Digtoys let a bunch of honey fall down to the Underworld and form an area where the fire imps could spawn. Digtoys, you turd! 284 health, ladies and gentlemen. 284. That guy had less health left than my maximum health. And we lost. Because of Digtoys. Alrighty, let's not dilly-dally. Let's get down there, get rid of all of those stupid crispy honey blocks, and then we'll do it again. Second time rolling is still pretty respectable, right? Can I just say, Digtoys really did do a number on the Underworld here. Would you like to hazard a guess at just how many crispy honey blocks Digtoys wound up inadvertently forming? I'll give you a few seconds before I actually show you, because it really is kind of ridiculous. Oh, man. Alright, we're almost at the end here. Let's get rid of these last few bits. And here we are. This is what we got. 763 crispy honey blocks. That is how many were formed as a result of Digtoys inadvertently draining a queen beehive of its honey. Alrighty, my friends, the NPC is back. Oh, boy. Okay, right. Let's do this thing again, shall we? We're going to use the red potion first this time. Boom. And then buff on up. I don't know what permanent... Well, I don't know what massive buffs it gave us. Hunter and magic. Hey, that's actually pretty good. Alright, so boom, boom. Get all of our dudes on, of course. All three of them, and a little bit of this for additional power. Right, this is the one. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Wall of Flesh. Oh, what's that, fire imps? You won't be able to spawn over on the lava here. Oh, no. Right, let's go full concentration mode. Let's get this thing done. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no way we're failing this time. That is the legendary mode, Wall of Flesh, made easy by the terrain generator as a result of mixing the Drunk World seed and the For the Worthy seed. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's get ourselves our additional accessory slot. We're going to put our flying carpet back on because why would we not? We have our pone hammer at the ready, a ranger emblem at the ready, and a firecracker whip also at the ready. Oh, snappity snap snappers. I mean, come on, second time rolling isn't bad for legendary mode, is it, my friends? We absolutely would have had it first time, though, had all of those crispy honey blocks not been there and a bunch of fire whips spawning on them as a result. But you know what? It's all good. Second time is still good in my eyes. So, all that's left to do is to shout out the comments of the day, starting off with the one from the last episode, because I didn't, because I rage quitted the episode. Round Seal says, enjoying the slower pace of the series, and I'm always learning new stuff from the comments of the day. A neat small build idea could be a range or arena kitted out with training dummies for testing different builds. That is a really, really cool idea. I mean, you know, making those little target dummies, it's not exactly hard, is it? You just need to get yourself a bunch of hay blocks as a result of sickling some grass, and then there you go. And finally, for today's comment of the day, Egoist Cape.20 says, Terraria always gives you what you're not looking for, and then when you find the things you are looking for, it then gives you it all the time. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that one, buddy. Honestly. I just find it super amusing that we got the ice skates literally first time from the very first crate we opened at the very start of today's episode. It's always the way, isn't it? It's always the way. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap it up for today's episode. Next episode will be our first official episode in hard mode. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. For now, though, a massive thank you for watching today's video. Drop a like if you've enjoyed it. And yeah, that'll wrap it up. Pre-hard mode is done. I'll see you in the next episode.